So we continue with implementation of the linked list algorithm. Today we are going to be now writing the delete method. So let me just explain to you how the delete method works. So the delete method will start from the head of the linked list and move on along the line until it finds the data it wants to delete. So let's take, for instance, we have this is the nodes that contain the data we want to delete, let's say 6. And the linked list continues all the way to the end. So this is null. Okay. So now we want to delete this item right here. So we start from the first place, which is a head. Move to this one. Move to this one. So what we are going to be checking if the node we are currently at is pointing to the node we want to delete. So basically, we are going to be checking whether the next node is the item we want to delete. So once we find the next node, we simply go around it and then point this current node to the next one. More like we cut out the particular node we want to delete. So it's pretty interesting procedure, and we are going to just implement it right now, as you can see. So let's see. So I would like to write this beautiful comment sometimes. So this we have delete method. Okay. So I'll give it a name, public delete. Let's just call it delete. It's okay. And it's a void function because after deleting we don't need to return anything. So delete, and we have the particular data we want to delete. So if we search out the nodes that contains the data, then we go ahead to delete that node. And this is a method as I've mentioned here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is to check if the head is null. So if the head is null, we simply return. That is, we check whether the node is empty. So if the head is equal to null, so in this case we are not going to do anything. So simply return. Okay, so otherwise the head is not null. So otherwise the head is not null. So we are now going to be checking if the current node is pointing the next. We are going to walk from the beginning to the end of the node. So normally to walk through a linked list, you use while the current node dot next. So node current is equal to head. So we are starting from the head. So while current dot next is not equal to null. Okay, so as you are moving along this linked list, we are going to now say if current dot next dot data is equal to the data we want to delete, right? So what we are now going to say is that current dot next is equal to current dot next dot next. So more like we are bypassing the item we want to delete. So we are simply taking it out of the linked list, and then we are simply going to return. Okay. Right. So meanwhile, after current.next is not equal to null, so for each iteration, we are simply going to increase current by 1. Current is equal to current.next. Okay. So this is basically how it is. So this while loop is looping through all the elements of the list, and for each iteration is going to change the set the current item to the next item. So, but there is something we also need to check if the list contains only one single item. So basically, we are talking about something like this. We have a linked list like this, and it's pointing to the next, and we are having 6. And meanwhile, what we want, of course, this is the head. and we want to delete 6. In that case, the head is the item we want to delete. So what we are simply going to do is to simply take it off from there. So simply point the head. Simply replace the head with the next. So meaning that you are replacing the head with null. We are setting the head to null. So let's see how we can do it. So we are going to say if, however, if the head the data equal to the data we want to delete, the head of the data is equal to data we want to delete, we simply say head dot head dot data head equal to null. So head equal to head dot next. Of course, next item is of course null. So it means we've actually deleted the item from the head, and we have an empty list at this point. So I'm going to just return at this point. Perfect. So this is the 4 methods, the 3 methods: append, prepend, and delete. So this is how to handle linked lists. I hope this has been informative for you. If that is the case, please like this video and also leave a comment for me to know how you feel. And also if you have some challenges, some coding challenge you have, let me know as well in the comment box below.